if you want loads of coins, go to FIFAUnitystore.com, link in the description, and use CAD5 to get a 10% off at checkout. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to five, and today what I'm going to do is going to talk about Man United, the Manchester Derby and the Merseyside Derby. I make teams of what I think the Manchester United team will be, Man City team, the Liverpool team, and the Everton team will be. So if you do like this, please smash like and subscribe. Please, if you are new, let's go into the video. So then guys, hello, we're into the video now, we go. Outside, by the way, as we speak, it is 11 o'clock in the morning and it's snowing, so lovely to see that there. What I'm going to pick is my Man United team today, which I think Man United will play. Now, this is also just my opinion, it's not what Mr. Man who plays football will think, but this is what I think the team will be, and it's personally what I'm going to pick. So on the pitch, I have done a bit of research, and I think we're going to have a good defence. Now that's the defence I think is going to be on the pitch. Blind, Lindehoff, a bit of Bailey and a bit of Valencia. I think De Gea will definitely get his spot. You know, De Gea is a great keeper. He'll get his spot and he'll just play the best he can. Then I think it'll be Herrera and Matic because of this man here who I'm going to show you now, Pogba's red card. He's not playing this weekend, I presume. We don't know. I don't know if they've repealed, can't remember, but yeah, definitely he's playing like that. I think then it'll be Martial and Mata on the wing, and I think it'll be Mkhitaryan and Lukaku who play in the middle, because they've actually done it now, so he plays there. You can play, I think Mata would play, I don't know if he'll play CAM or there, but that's the two I think he'll play. Then I think the formation will be a 4-2-3-1, which is a nice formation to play, and yeah, generally that's my Man United team for you. So let's have a look at the team before we do actually finish into it and talk a bit about the game. So I personally think that Lukaku will play, but maybe get subbed off for Rashford, maybe Lingard. I think probably. I don't know though. Don't quote me because I don't actually know. Ashley Young's been a great player, he has. So will we see Ashley Young instead of Lingard, instead of Blind? I do not know. I don't even know who'll be on the bench. You never know. It could just be like you could get like a little youngster like Baldwin Jackson or something on the bench. You could have Rojo. It's up to you then what to choose. But that is what the team I predict for Manchester United. And I think it'll be like a good game with Man City. It will be, and generally it'll just be one of the best of the derbies you think you've ever seen. The predictions that people have gone for is 1-1, 1-0 wins, and that. If you look at the head-to-head stats, United have lost 7 of their last 12 league Manchester derbies as in the last previous 45 contests. So that means that they've lost 12 of the last 45 times they played Man City, which is not bad, but that is 12 times we've lost, and we can get back to winning. I think personally it'll be a 1-0 win to one of the teams, or maybe a 1-1. I'm not going to be biased today in saying I'm not, because I'm a Man United fan. I'm not going to be biased. I'm not, because I generally think Man City have a better team than us this season. They could win the league, but today is make or break day. If we beat Man City today, then that makes us realise, oh, we can actually beat the best in the league. We can beat anyone. But the game we played against Huddersfield, we did put out a good team, but we thought it was a training game. We just passed it around too much, didn't really go for many attacks, and that could lead us to where we are going to be in second. And if Man City win every game of the season, then it's unbelievable. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's really going to be annoying. So let's go into Man City's team and see what they have. So then, people, here we go into the Man City's team. They've picked a 5-3-2 as their formation, but we all know they normally play a 4-3. We're going to put the form. I think they'll play a 4-3-3 today. I do, and I'll explain why in a second with the 4-3-3 choice I've gone for. Just generally, there's a few picks who I think will play and who won't play, so we'll go with this quickly first now. So what I think the team will be is what's on the screen right now. Maybe Fernandinho, the team on the screen right now is what the team will be. There's no real yes or no right or wrong answers in this team that I've got on the screen right now, but that's the team I think they'll play. I think they'll play Otamendi, a full-back formation, which will be Walker, Company, Stones and Otamendi, and then I think it'll be De Bruyne, Silva and Gundogan in the middle. Any switch way around they will go, I think they'll go. Maybe Fernandinho will pop in the middle instead of them, but you know, That's what I think it'll be. I think it'll be Aguero definitely up front, Sané and Sterling playing on the wings because it's SSA are your top fours. You could have SSJ, or SSA is what I class them as if abbreviated. That's the bench we'll go for. I think Mendy and that will not play due to they won't. But that's the team Man City normally go for, and that's what I think they'll go for today. If they can do it, I think they will go for really nice position of the back. They might even go for that, where they put the two defenders and pull them back into the keeper. You never know. But their default formation, Man City, if you want to know, is a 5-3-2, which is normally what they play. But I personally think a 4-3-3 would just be nice for them to put the two wingers out and sprint down the wing and make it go attacking like this one, because it's really nice to see them play like this. I personally think if you had to pick a player in this team who isn't performing as well as he could do, it would have to be Edison. He's let in some sloppy goals this season. Man City have not won every game by clean sheets. They've won them by scrappy goals. For example, I'm going to give you an example now of one of Man City's games, because I watch Match of the Day and I think most of you here do. The ball into the box, it comes, goal, Man City score. Everyone's so happy that Man City score. Coming up now with Southampton, and Southampton have scored. There you go. Southampton, it was 1-1 in Southampton's game, and Southampton thought, well, we've got a point here at Man City. That's a nice point. Even the manager at Man City, Claude Puel, whatever his name is, anyway, thought, yeah, I can do it. I can really do well with Southampton. He thought, yeah, we've got a point here. We're very happy with this. And then this happens. Outside the box, Sterling whipped it into the top corner. The man on the commentary was like, really, oh my god, like that, like the Aguero goal. And they bounced things like maybe 40,000 fans all started cheering because they won the game and all that. But whoa, it was good though. It was good. Good goal. But yeah, I don't know if it'll be maybe starting with Jesus or Fernandinho. I don't know. Torre probably may start. You never know. Dalf may start. You never know. But yeah, so that's the team I predict for them. And personally, in Man City's terms, it looks okay for them. If we can just Man City, here we go. 13 successive victories in the league single season equals the Premier League record set by Arsenal in 2001-2002 season and Chelsea last season. So the Man City are up there as well. Victory at Old Trafford would ensure they equal the top flight record of 14 wins in a row set by Arsenal between February and August 2002. And then Man City defeated our first defeat in 29 matches against Shakhtar Donetsk. They did, and Aguero has scored in his last 9 Premier League games away from away starts, which is really good. And yeah, that's pretty much that. And then Man United are unbeaten in their last 40 competitive games at home, equaling a club record set in March 1966 under manager Matti Bussi. Basically, what that means is Man United, as I can tell you in a minute, here we can, they've only had one defeat. So basically, they've had, in the last 40 games, they've had 30 wins, 10. Basically, they've had 42 games. They've had 30 wins, 11 draws, and 1 loss, which is really, really good for them. But the draws last season for Man United came when we were playing, and it was just not what we expected anyway. But that's Man United for you. They could play them here though. They could play CDMs like that, but I don't think they will. So I predict it'll be a 1-1. It'll be a draw, or a 1 goal here and there. So it could be 2-1. It could be 3-1, 2, whatever. I think it'll be just a 1 goal winner will get the goal to win it. And it's at Man United's ground, which is going to be nice. And as we speak, it is snowing outside now. Not really snowing, if you know what I mean. The snow's kind of died. I think now it's not going to snow anymore today. I don't think. Actually, it said it might snow again about 4ish, but I don't think it will. It's really nice on the floor. There's a bit of snow on the floor, and I might go outside later and just go in the snow, just step in the snow. But yeah, it's really nice to say that. But yeah, there you go. That's the Man United, and that's what I think the Man United Man City game will be. And let's go on now into the Merseyside derby. Two teams I don't really know much about. So then, people, here we go into the Liverpool's team for the Merseyside derby. They've picked a they've picked the formation of current formation that Liverpool have, of default formation, which is 4-3-3 holding is their default formation. Apparently, according to FIFA, that's what they've given the default formation as. So let's have a look and see what I would put in their team as well. And basically, there's not many changes I would give. It's a 2:15 kickoff today, so it's not much. Today it's not. Head-to-head fixtures, Liverpool could equal their longest unbeaten run in all competitions against Everton for 15 games. Everton without a win in 17 Premier League matches at Anfield since a 1-0 win in September 1999. So far after 1999, Everton have had 8 draws and 9 losses. The Toffees have won just one of their 21 top flight games against the Reds, and since then they've lost 11, drawn 9. So it's really not looking good for them. It's not in the list of things. I don't think it is. So this is the team I would go for Liverpool. If I just put the next player in here, I think I will put him in there. So that's the team I'll go for. You would have Lovren, Matip. I don't know if he'll go for Clavan instead of Lovren, but I don't think Lovren is injured. I think Lovren's in. Yeah, we'll put him on. I think that will be the team where you have Moreno, Clavan, Matip, Klein, and in goal Mignolet, Lallana, Wijnaldum, and I think you would have Coutinho in the midfield, and then you'd have NFS up front, which is Sadio Mane, Berto Firmino, and Salah. I think on the bench they would have this bench: Karius, Robertson, Lovren, Sturridge, Henderson, Can, and Milner. Maybe you would get some more of these players on the bench here, more of these ones who are down here on the bench. Some of these, you could have like Mitrovic could come on, Sako, Mitrovic, who is now not the club anymore, sorry. Alexander-Arnold, and Solanke could come on, but I don't think they will. So that's kind of a team I would pick there. For Liverpool, they haven't really done. They've won most of the derbies. In the last couple of years. I think I've only seen one Everton win. Liverpool have scored 40 goals in their last 11 matches in all competitions, which is what I expect. That's why today Liverpool, I think, will thrash them. I think they'll thrash them. They are unbeaten in 6 Premier League matches, winning 5 and scoring 19 goals. Only 2 of their 19 Premier League goals they have conceded this season has come at Anfield. So they've conceded 19 goals this season so far, Liverpool have. But only 2 of them comes at Anfield, which is a really good sign that Liverpool today will win. They will. And then the last thing I'm going to say, the Reds have won just one of their 5 matches following a Champions League tie this season, drawing 3 and lost 1. So that means that Everton could, but Everton as well haven't really had the much potential here. So I think Everton could get it, but I don't think they will. Let's do some stats there for you guys to whittle through to you. So I think Everton will win. I think Everton will lose, sorry, but I don't know. It's up to what the managers will do today. I think Sam Allardyce has just potential to win it, but we don't know, and I don't think they could. But anyway, let's go on into the Everton game, Everton match, and I'll predict my scores after I've done the Everton team. So here we go then into the Everton team. This is the default formation, which is of course a 5-2-1-2, which I don't think they'll play today, but they could do. And this is what the team they are going to go for here. I think it's what's on the pitch, what I would go for. I think just generally what on the pitch I'll go for. What's even on the bench, I think we'll go for. Maybe you'll put Luck coming on the bench because of a good game in the Champions League. It's really up to them what they pick on the bench, and that they will really pick. I don't know about West Barkley, they never haven't played him yet in the season, so I don't know, or Balassi, so I don't really know if they will play them. Or Lennon, they may play Lennon, so I'll just put Lennon on the bench, just in case. So this is the team I've gone for. I've actually gone for it. They've kind of done a bit here, we have, of research. I think Rooney is a not up front player, but we'll go for it. They could do. Could even put Calvin Lewin on to start with. It's really whatever Everton really wanted, I think, is up to them. So the team I've gone for is Pickford, Jagielka, Williams, Keane, Coleman, and Bain. Don't know if Coleman's injured or not, still injured or not, but if he does play, will be a really nice player. If he doesn't play, then we will put the right back of Holgate on the pitch, or Martino are the two that we could play instead. Gay, Klassen, Sigurdsson, Sandro, and Rooney are your players who I would go for. The other wide players, these are the players I can go for and slot them in there, because I think personally Everton do have a chance today of winning, because Liverpool, I do generally think so, because Liverpool United have a team that could potentially win the league. With the goals they're scoring, they could potentially be winning the league, but they do slip points away, if you know what I mean. They are slipping points away. And as well, Everton have won their last 2 Premier League matches as many as they have managed their previous 12 games. So they've won their last previous 2 games in the last 12, I think it is, if you can say it. They haven't managed that much. Sam Allardyce's victory at Anfield with Crystal Palace in April was his first Premier League win at the ground, having drawn 3 and lost 10 on his previous 13 visits. So he wants his second ever win at Anfield. He will today, which is at 2:15 kickoff. Of course, weird times of kickoff, but it is. Ray Mooney has scored just 2 Premier League goals at Anfield, but both were winners for Man United 2016 and 2005, both in January, of course. Rooney has not scored in this 4 previous. Rooney has not scored in his 4 previous Premier League Merseyside derby appearances, which is what really is annoying. The on here on the BT Sport, on the BBC app, I mean, they say that it's going to be a 2-0 win to Liverpool. I personally think it'll be like maybe a 3-0, maybe a 2 to 3-0 win to Liverpool. Or if Liverpool do not play as well as they can do today, I think Everton may get a 1-0 win, a snatch 1-0, and that may get them the win they need, which would be really good for Everton. Another quick fact to tell you is Philippe Coutinho has been directly involved in 12 goals in his last 10 league starts, scoring 7 and assisting 5 for Liverpool, which is really good. I think Coutinho today, if he can score a couple more goals, he will do really well. I think Pickford is the only keeper that I don't like in the Premier League. If it had to pick a keeper today, it might be Robles. Where is he? Joe Robles or Stecklenburg. I wouldn't pick Pickford, but they probably will pick Pickford because he's the best keeper they've got. But why I think they why they won't pick Pickford today is generally the reason is when he played against Crystal Palace, it was that game I think that really annoyed me when he took the save. You know when you save a shot, you normally, well, I don't know because I'm not a keeper and I don't really play football much, but when you save a shot, you dive. You normally like punch the ball, or like when you dive, you normally palm the ball with your hands. Well, with his hands, you should palm it out to like out for corner or out for throwing or further out the pitch. So what he did was he dived and palmed the ball straight into Scott Dan's feet, and Scott Dan tapped it in. Now that's not what Everton should have done, but they did, and I think that's not what they're going to say. I think, but personally, what I would put is Davis, Lennon, Stecklenburg, Morales, Besic, Schneiderlin, and Calvert-Lewin will be my players on the bench. Maybe you can have McCarthy, Lookman, McCarthy, or Balassi. I don't know if Balassi actually still plays for them, but I think they will be the players who I would put on the bench there as well. It's an easy one to say today. I don't know really, but I think it'll be like a 2 to 3-0 win today for Liverpool. Maybe Everton can, as I say, get one lucky counter attack, and maybe Sigurdsson, Sandro or Rooney can bash a ball in. I don't know, but hopefully they can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to predict him now on this video. My scores. I'm getting my pen wherever it is. Found it. There we go. And I'm going to put the scores down on a piece of paper that I predict for both of the games. So Liver v Ever. Here we go then. Let's see what the score will be. Well, I'm going to predict the score to be. So I'm going to predict for Man United, it's going to be a I think it's going to be a 1-0 to Man United, just maybe getting the 1-0 win to Man United. I'm not going to be biased for Man United, but I think personally they are, because they're having advantage, I think they might just get a 1-0 win. For Liverpool's game, I personally think it's going to be a 2-0 win to Liverpool. Everton could snatch the win though, so it's up to me really to decide that. But I think it's going to be a 1-0 win to Man United. If I do get the goal scorers right as well, that would be amazing. But for United's game, if I did get a goal scorer right, I think it'd be I'd probably for United's game put Martial as scoring, because he will score for them. I think it'll be Coutinho and Salah, who are the 2 goal scorers for Liverpool, I personally think, which will just give Liverpool a bit of a boost, I think, personally, on the back of the wins they've had and the losses they've had. Maybe Everton can snatch it there. I'm going to put the prediction, I think it's going to be 90%. I'm going to be confident with 90% Liverpool win, 5% draw, and 5% Everton win, which is what my predictions will be. My confidence is that Liverpool are just going to storm through the game and actually win. So that's my predictions for that. Don't know for the Man United game, I'm not so confident with that. I have to be okay. I'm pretty confident. So I'm gonna be 40%. 40% that Man United are gonna win. 40% I'm gonna go draw. No, we're not gonna put 40%. 30%, sorry. Man United win, and then 30% Everton, and then 30% win. So I'm going to put 30% Man United win, 30% Man City win, and 40% draw for the Man United game. There I am. So I'm going to put them down as my predictions. As 1-0 win to Man United and a 2-0 win to the Liverpool team. So yeah, they're what my predictions are going to be. I do think I think if they do put Lallana on the bench and do put Henderson on the pitch. Apparently Henderson's going to be captain. I don't know if he is, but that's my predictions for the teams. So hopefully you enjoy that. If you did, please smash like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later next video. But before we do go, but what I'm going to do later is I'm going to do a video before we do go quickly. This is going to be very quick. Is a announcement. Is the forest green career mode. I'm just going to play that. I'm not going to do anything else. It's forest green career mode. And what out we're going to do is we're going to if I get the scores right, I will be so happy. If I get the scores right, I do not have to do anything. If I get the scores wrong, not literally the scores, what I predict. So if I get predictions that Man United win, say, right, it's a 1-1 draw, all I have to get is a win for United and a win for Liverpool today, and I'll get my points. I will. I'll get my points. So that's all I need today is a win for United and a win for Liverpool to get my points. If I don't get them, I'll do a forfeit. I will, which I'll do in another video. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But from week 5, it's goodbye.